Welcome back to the show. Here to discuss sex and relationships is sexologist Dr. Limor Blackman. Hi, Limor. Thanks for being here.
Hi, my dear.
Very good
to be here.
You're looking very Valentine.
Thank you.
I wonder why.
Yeah, the whole world is so infatuated with love. Love is, it's everything.
Yeah.
So we're here today to talk about a few scientific studies that actually dealt with the idea of love. One of them is actually the one that suggested that we lie to ourselves about the ones we love. Now, I'm not saying that we should, be in a relationship and assume that our partner is someone who is not. But in a long-term study, they found that actually people that have done this, that what they called positive illusions about their partners. Like, for instance, I believe that my partner is an Avenger and the Incredible Hulk, and then he'll turn out to be someone very powerful. So in that sense, in the long term, when couples were asked that even traits that they applied to their partners, even if their partners didn't believe them about themselves, they actually showed a better happiness in this relationship, in a long-term examination.
So projecting qualities onto your
partner.
Yeah,
it kind of worked as a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way, if you would like.
Well, it's all in the eyes of the beholder,
yeah,
right?
Absolutely. So, and another thing that we actually found is that our bodies tend to synchronize with the ones we love, and this one I really like. They took a few people in a fire walking ritual in a village, and they had them walk on coals. And they had their partners or lovers or people that they don't know at all, strangers, being an onlooker, just walking around looking at them. Okay. The ones that actually walked on coals and looked at the ones they loved showed a synchronized rhythm of their hearts. Which was actually a very, very beautiful, this is all very hearty and beautiful.
So this painful study
but actually no, everybody was a burn victim eventually.
Right.
But the heart was synchronized, which is something that I find very charming and very beautiful. And it has a lot of support, scientifically, that people really are connected. And this brings me to the next thing that, when we are into a new relationship, there's a big sensation of euphoria.
Yeah.
Dorothy Tenev,
the
honeymoon phase. Yeah. Dorothy Tenev, actually one of the leading researchers in the field of love, actually called it limerence, because she couldn't find a term that was good enough to be applied to this. So what they did, they took a few people and put them through pain-inflicting activity. It wasn't something very terrible, but they suffered through it.
Okay.
And then they screened pictures of the ones they love or strangers in front of them. The ones that were looking at the ones they loved showed low pain and a greater activity in the reward system of the brain. So it actually worked like, a painkiller.
Wow.
Which is something I think absolutely
strange.
remarkable. Yeah.
And
the last study that I wanted to bring is something that was very interesting in a college study. They brought a few students and asked them, they showed them pictures of couples, and they asked them which ones of these couples are actually together or just were paired together for this study.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
That would be fun to take part in.
And they were running them around and asking them, repeatedly, what did they think? Eventually, they got between 70 to 75% correct.
Really?
And why was that? Why is it really that they say that people tend to look alike while they're spending time together? And I'm talking about couples that are married for a very long time, spending time together, raising children together, all these activities together. So what the researchers assumed was that empathy is a big part of it. That if we are connected in a very, kind of intimate connection, we tend to have the similar activity around, clenching or, moving muscles.
Different mannerisms.
And facial muscles around the face, actually, we clench around the eyes, around the mouth, and we tend to become more similar to our partners. So basically,
So
we are who we love. Yes.
Exactly. Well, Limor, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.